going on, folks? CJ here. So, this might be a short little vlog, but I had to kind of get this off my mind here and such. So, today I saw a video and such. I'm not going to use the person's name and stuff. And this person was talking about social justice warriors and just a lot of people that don't like social justice warriors, social justice warrior characters and such. You know, basically the anti-social justice warriors, the people that just are on like, man, keep politics out of comics, and those people and such. And the person was talking about, you know, those people in particular and how they're basically toxic for the industry and such. So I go down the comments, and you know, hey, it's YouTube, so you're gonna see a variety of dumbass comments. And I saw one person in particular point out that the aspect of, how should I say, when shit came down, but that the nature of comic book shops that are shutting down and comic book sales are going down was because of bad comics. Now, here's the problem with that logic, right? Considering that post the whole thing with Marvel going bankrupt and such, comic book sales every year have steadily went on an uptick and such. Comic book sales are doing pretty good for what it is. It's doing pretty good. You know, it's steadily increasing and such. You know, so there's never been a decline, so to speak. It's been steadily increasing and such. And this guy in particular was pointing out, well, they're making money, but, you know, shops are shutting down because of bad comics. Last I checked, bad comics don't shut down comic book shops. Comic book shops shut down because they don't adapt to your ever-changing market. Now, shout out to Third Eye Comics and comic books just like them. The reason why you have some comic book shops that stay open is because they manage to branch out and sell more than just comic books. When I walk into Third Eye Comics, right, I can buy comics. But hey, guess what? I can also buy action figures of different varieties, whether they're figure arts, and it's not even just restricted to comic books. Hey, guess what? I can go to Third Eye and get some Dragon Ball Z figure arts. I can get some Super Sentai figure arts from there. I can get Figma, you know, Avengers stuff. They got some comic book figure arts too as well. I can get regular action figures, the Square Enix action figures. I can get just regular action figures from there too. I can get t-shirts from there. I could get accessories, you know, watches. I can also get Gundam figures, which is a rarity to even go into a store to get. I have variety here. I can get a lot of stuff. I can get Pop Funko figures. Hell, I can get weapons I mean, they only sell some weapons, but I can get weapons. I can get D&D and board games from there. I can get regular board games. You see what I'm saying? I can get those. I have variety. And also too, on top of the fact that these comic book shops that have shut down, let's also remiss the fact that also people are buying digital now. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say that comic book stores as a whole are archaic and they are going to shut down soon. No. Much like how we have digital copies of movies, but people can also buy Blu-rays of it and stuff, comic book stores are always going to be around. People are going to want to buy their they're going to buy their copies of it and such. But the one thing that digital has over it is the ease of access and such. There are people around this country that probably don't have a comic book store in their town. So what do they have to get the comics? Hey, I can go on my tablet, because let's be real about this. Everybody got tablets now. And I mean everybody. From the littlest of kids to the grown adults and old people. Everybody got tablets. So I can log in on Comixology. Hey, what new comic came out? Boom. Get that. And I'm good to go. I can get my comic and I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about trying to find my local comic book shop and figure out from there. And then there's also the aspect of, and let's be real about this, I've been to comic book shops. Thankfully, at least the ones around here, even the ones that aren't Third Eye, they're very welcoming. And I always appreciate that. They're the people that will sit there and they will help out. They will help you out if you're looking for something. They will talk to you. That's what you're supposed to do. As somebody that's been in the service industry and stuff, customer service is paramount to getting people to come back to your place. And again, that's why I appreciate whenever I go into Third Eye, everybody there is welcoming. They ask you questions. They're very willing to help you out. They'll throw a conversation and stuff. Y'all just might be shooting shit with some of the people there. I like that atmosphere. That's what you should do as a comic book shop. You're trying to get people in. And I know a lot of people have bad experiences in comic book shops and such, and you know, they go into a comic book shop and the people there don't help out. They're just like, welcome, and they keep it moving, and they're not welcoming and helping out. To which I'm like, well, hey, you know what? If you get shut down, hey, I don't really give a shit, because at the end of the day, you could have did a better job of doing better customer service for your people. That's just what it is. So you have the digital sales. The digital sales, people having tablets, is another thing that's basically killing it. To which, that's where it goes back to what I was saying before. If you're a comic book shop and you only specialize in just selling comics and you haven't branched off into other things, yeah, likelihood of you actually shutting down is pretty good, because you have to branch out. You have to evolve yourself beyond that. And that's what I was trying to get through to do, but he didn't want to fucking listen, and you know, whatever and stuff. You know, what can you do? People don't want to sit there and take those things into consideration and such. But I don't know. It's just annoying to me, because I know a lot of people push back on the idea comic book shops should just disappear. No, I feel comic book shops are an institution. They're there. They exist. I feel they're always going to be there until there's an actual legit alternative there and stuff, because they're always going to exist and such. And I just feel ultimately the people that think that bad comics is the reason why, you know, things are the way they are, I'm just looking at them like, bad comics have never shut down a comic book store before. I'm just saying, like, and there have been plenty of bad comics out there, and you can sit there and say people don't read comics. People read comics, but again, it's all in the delivery in which they receive it and such. You know, what are you doing to make me want to come back to your brick and mortar comic book shop versus me just going to my tablet and just downloading it? You know, and don't get me wrong, I think there is the whole thing of like, hey, I don't have room to have all these comics. Understandable, get it and such. But like I said, I don't think that's going to be enough to sit there and shut down comic book stores total, you know. So, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's just, I think people that somehow think that comic sales are on a decline don't really look at the numbers and don't see that there is an uptick every year of comic selling. Like, it's going up. It's never went down. Everybody sits there and sees the sales for a particular month and see the sales that went down, and somehow that equals, oh, that means everything is bad. Sales are down. And it's like, no, if you look at the whole year, sales are actually up. You know, so like I said, I honestly don't get the whole idea of sales are bad, sales are down, It's stupid and dumb, and it's ridiculous. So, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there, because ultimately I think the arguments are ridiculous, and I think it's a bunch of people that particularly don't have their ear to the ground on how things are rolling in the real world. And I think that's unfortunate, because it's unfortunate in the aspect that it could be better, and people should be more informed in what they are, so. But yeah, that's it. And also, if you happen to look at this and you're interested in more videos like this, or just interested in our podcast overall, subscribe to this channel. We got some stuff I'm putting up from AwesomeCon, and I am also putting up stuff from the Superman, because the upcoming 1000th issue of Superman, yes, 1000th issue, is coming up. And I actually interviewed Dan Jurgens. He's the guy that's written Superman and stuff. I did an interview with him, and gonna have that up on the site. So yeah, that's about it. Catch you guys later. Peace out.